Hi everybody, welcome to Old Guy's Garage. Hey everybody, welcome back to Old Guy's Garage. Today we're going to be working on the 86. I bought some new side door bumper trim. So this is what we're going to be installing today. You can see the old stuff here. Pretty nasty looking, and there's the new. So quite a difference. I think this is really going to shape it up. And we're just going to go through my process here in case you want to do this to your car and improve it. So follow along, let's see what happens. Well, I backed out the 86. Looks like the chrome trim on the bumper here is holding up pretty well, so one thing I'm doing here with the trim I'm going to put on the sides of the car is I'm actually laying it out on the car in the sun here to kind of get it to flatten out. It was shipped in quite a tight roll, as you can see here, fairly tight. So this is 7/8. You can buy this with or without the pointed ends. My car, when I first bought it, had the pointed ends, and I'm going to whip out some old pictures from back in the day when I first bought it with the hubcap spokes, with the spoke hubcaps, I mean, and just use that as a reference point too. So anyway, I'm going to gather some tools up to get this thing started. We'll go over those and go from there. I'm going to get this draped over the car here and go dig up some tools. Tools that we're going to be using today on putting the door bumper trim, or the side panel trim on the 86. These tools here are great for prying off and scraping off the excess tape matter residue. This plastic palette knife works really good as far as helping to, start prying the material off the side of the door. I use some lacquer thinner. Isopropyl alcohol is great for cleaning the surface before you put the new trim on. Keep your rag, keep your tape. Tape was great. If you have blue tape, hey, that's even better, to mark your line so you don't have to remark it. Some kind of pen to help you mark your trim and trace it. Sharp razor knife's a definite. Heat gun definitely helped out getting the old tape loose from the sides. So this is about all I used. I did use a board and a table. A board was great for cutting on. It was like just some half inch MDF. So that way when you cut on it, you're just cutting into some scrap material. Alright, so we're going to get started soon. It's a little breezy out here, so I had the trim laying out here on the top of the car. I brought it all in and laid it on the 72. So going to be starting on this soon. Well, first thing I'm going to do is mark my horizontal line with some tape. That way when I reapply the new bumper trim here, door bumper trim, I've got a good horizontal line to go off of. So I did pretty good when I put this on. This stuff has been on since I think 2001, 2002. So, and I did look at some old pictures that I had of the car. It didn't have the points. It was cut more angular like this. But the factory returned the trim around the chrome, so I'm going to try to do that as well. I am going to try to get my gapping here a little bit more consistent, because there's bigger gaps. down here, so than here. So I'm gonna try to make that more consistent for sure. And I'm gonna give returning the chrome trim down the short ends a shot. I know that's how it came out with the factory, but I'm just gonna do the pointed front and back ends, because that's how I paid a little extra for that. They're like $20 extra if you get the pointed ends on the trim. So, all right, first thing I'm gonna do is put this blue tape, or if you have blue tape, I highly recommend it. I'm using just regular masking tape. It's all I have. I'm gonna give it a shot here. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a heat gun. I'm going to heat this trim up and try to pull it off. So, I'm not going to use anything sharp to try to take this trim off. So, let's give this a shot. Probably go with like a piece of wood, or even like a plastic palette knife. I think I got one of those. Let me go get them. I'm gonna leave this on. All right, let's give this a shot. Well, there's one. Just gonna take my time. And go down the line here. Whoop. Clean that all up. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get the side of the car here cleaned up. You can kind of see I got some glue residue. Wish I didn't have my shadow on the shot, and took some paint up here. I think I got a little too aggressive. This rear quarter here did have some work to it. I was at a stoplight like maybe a year or so after I bought it, and I got like sideswiped by a big ass telephone pole truck carrying telephone poles. So I probably should have took it a little slower in this area. That one looks like it went right down to the sheet metal. So anyhow, we're gonna get this cleaned up. Another note here, just peeling it back like this is also working. So I would probably avoid heating your paint if you can. So like that. Honestly, that came off just as easy as if I was heating it, so probably don't need the heat gun. Alright, so I forgot I had this stuff, so I'm going to give this a shot. I definitely recommend this. Let's see how it works. Goo Gone Pro Power Goo and Adhesive Remover, and this is Goof Off. I use this a lot just to get pencil marks and other things off of trim and cabinets. So, and this looks like it's already working really good. Yeah. Get all that gunk off. So, anyways, I'll catch you guys later as soon as I get the rest of this stuff off. Last thing I'm going to do is prep the surface with this, with a new trim. So all right. Alright, so getting ready to cut it. I've got my older pieces here laid out next to the new run, so you can see I've got like, oh, maybe 6 feet of extra material here, maybe 5 feet to work with, so in practice on. So first thing I'm going to do is cut my front piece here. I'm going to cut it a little long. I'm going to try to cut these to where I can return the chrome. That's how it was originally. Not sure if I can pull it off, but I'm going to give it a shot. For the new. And boy, yeah, just up close and personal, you can see the contrast on how old and yellow that was. So this new stuff's pretty close. You know, I don't think the chrome bead's as wide as what it was on this, but that's okay. I'm just glad I found something. So okay, so I did a trial run here. I think I'm going to go for it. This can be a little tedious, getting these cut, but I have quite a bit of scrap, so I'm going to go for it. We're going to lay this out on the car. I'm going to draw my diagonal to cut, and then we're going to cut the triangle out of it. Alright, so I stuck the first piece on. I think this is on there pretty good. You can always use silver paint and or white caulk, what I smear in there, to kind of hide any black line. So I'm going to go on to the next one. We're going to do this door piece here next, and I'm going to use approximately a 1/4 inch gap here and 1/4 inch gap here. Okay, so we're going to cut the next piece here. I measured it. It needs to be a 1/2 inch longer than the older one, so we're going to make sure the new piece of trim is a 1/2 inch longer than the older one. And at the same time, we want to make sure that we give ourselves a good 90-degree cut on the end. Sometimes I feel like just pressing down on this works best. That's why I'm cutting on a piece of wood. There we go, and put this back on top 72. So next thing I'm going to do is cut out the ends for the triangular pieces. And I'm just going to press down the sharp razor knife. Sharp razor knife. Please watch yourself. Watch your fingers. Don't put your fingers anywhere near where this blade, you know, may exit. I'm having a better time cutting this like right on the end of the board. A little snugger. So got that like that, and I got the back relieved. Gonna do the same thing to this side. Okay, so we got those cut out. Now we're just going to cut the triangles and rinse and repeat. Alright, so I'm going to apply this to the car. I'm only going to apply a little bit though, because I want to make sure I got the right length. So I'm going to pull back about an inch of this and stick it on the car. Alright, I'm going to test fit this one last time. Oh man, looks like I'm just a tad long still. Well, shucks. Still going to have to trim it down. But I got my triangle cut at least. One quick tip, if you got a long piece of that trim, have somebody help you put the two end pieces on and have somebody hold the straight edge and or level and then put the trim on that way. Alright, this should do it. I can live with that. Cool beans. Using my old tape line here as a guide. Oh shit. Stuff is sticky. better pulling against it. Ha. There we go. Flares up here a little bit. Get my triangles and put those in. One in. The other one. So, working on the piece that's behind the door. Got that cut out. Trying to decide what angle I should take here for this cutout here. I'll tell you, just using a sharp knife and pressing down really seems to do the trick. At least where you get the cleanest cuts. So there we go. And I'm going to cut another triangle out of this. I've got a lot of... I'm going to use this guy here as my template for that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Relieve the back side. That way the triangular piece can fit in a little tighter. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to set him there. Let's work on this guy. I think I got it. So using the template definitely gets you close, as you can see here. I'm just gonna, since this is a little big, I'm just gonna make the cutout in the piece here a little bigger. And once again, just be careful with these razor blades. Oh, it's right here. That's right. Okay, so got this one, got this one. Let's go ahead and put this on the car. Okay. I think that's gonna work. I did that to catch my angle, so might even be able to see the line from the old. Yeah, I can still see the line. I did fill that tear out in with some Bondo. So, not my proudest moment. Hopefully, I don't have, now that I learned something, hopefully I don't have any tear outs on the other side. little triangles in here. That one, and again you can trim the surface to get them more flush with the razor blade. Then I'm gonna smear some white silicone caulk. There we go. And there's that one. The skies are getting darker. I was hoping to get this side done before it rained, but so that's that side. I'll have to come in with my touch-up, you know. Just want to make sure that that contour looks right from a distance. And some light touch-up paint, I tell you. There we go. Okay, let's do the back one here. Anyways, we got one more to do. Let's do the back one. Using this as a template. Pretty sure that went on the wheel well. This one here. And I think I'm gonna switch sides on my razor blade. Oops, just stabbed myself. I think it's getting to be about that time where I should change. There we go. I'm gonna go dry fit this. I think it'll be fine. But this one, hey, we just have one end to cut a triangle out. So I dry fit it. It was working really well. I'm going to make my cuts count with this because I'm going to use this again as my template. Cut out. Let's see here how he fits. It's not bad at all. Check it. Oh yeah, look at that. Really good. Cool beans. Alright, well, dry fit this one. Get it on. Okay. Looks like I got a faint line where the old one was, so I'm going to use that. Set my little triangle piece aside here. Oh boy. Make sure you're starting off on the right foot. And I felt a raindrop. Go. Get the little triangular piece in there. Man, look how nice that fit. All right. I think we're gonna get a little bit of a shower here. And like I said, you can kind of come in and that's it. With this guy. Sharp as can be. The sharper the better. Now I'm going to smear some white caulk in there. And I think we're going to be golden. So, you can always do a little white caulk. Just kind of smear them in some of the cracks there, if you have any. If these come off, what I'm going to do is just, I've got some other glue to glue them on. You just want to clean off your residue. Where's it at? Oh, there we go. Multitasking here. Might need a little bit more caulk for that one. So, yep, there's my little boo-boo. I'm gonna get some white paint, touch that up. Everybody, we got the side trim on the 86, the new stuff, so it's looking really good. It is starting to rain, so I'm going to get this guy back in the garage. So, got to do the other side next. Hey everybody, well that wraps up this video. Hope this helps you out in your ride. Got to do the other side now. So, one side done, the other side, knock on wood, will go smoother. So sometimes I'll do one thing first and then I'll actually do the video on the second side, but I wanted to make sure I at least got a video out here to everybody here soon. So anyhow, yeah, there's a cruise coming in here later today, a cruise wife and I are planning on going to, so got to get this other side of the car done. So I'm going to turn this car around and work on it, so get that going. So once again, thanks for watching. Just remember, whether it's a classic car, a muscle car, a race car, your dream car, let's keep it running, and we'll see you next time. Alright, let's turn this car around.